that I see getting the right answer gets the gifted sub. DNA is the name of the tournament, but in scientific terms, DNA is an acronym. What does DNA stand for? First answer in the chat is going to be gifted a sub by me. So
Let's go.
Let's go to small battlefield for game number 1. In the meantime, DELTAFORCE on the link, as we are used to seeing those dead red eyes. Well, they're trying to make this diamond even deader.
Yep, let's see what we got here. And this match has, you know, all the potential to just take a long time, but I feel like the way both of these guys play, it's not going to. We're already seeing a lot of just in each other's faces right now, and I think to DELTAFORCE's benefit, because Link just has the better boxing tools, a little bit better frame data, I mean comparative to DELTAFORCE. So if he's able to take advantage of that, he's in good shape, and so far so good. That being said, Aghi's got plenty of tricks up his sleeve, that being one of them. That little drag down up B.
Yeah, but that's kind of the challenge of this matchup for both characters, isn't it? And now it's certainly a challenge if you're Aghi. You're down just a little bit, and yeah, now you're the one being oppressed. Not great.
Yeah, not great. And this is probably one of those matchups that might be a little bit of a headache, just because the zoning tools versus zoning tools. Belmont has fantastic zoning tools, but Links are also very, very good, and maybe a little bit more versatile at that. So, you know, DELTAFORCE is going to know how to use that, and Aghi, yeah, looking for those forward tilts, and you catch it at the right point, could take a stock, but DELTAFORCE still playing very smart at the ledge, not getting caught in anything yet. And that was very cool, setting off his own bomb with the holy water. Wow, and that ended up being able to do it. And yeah, let's go. Neuromantic getting Stu's question and the gifted sub.
Yeah, shout out to that. Yeah, deoxyribonucleic acid. That is the correct answer. But either way, we are still going with game number 1. I was honestly not expecting the answer to happen that quickly, if I'm being completely honest with you. This is Aghi looking for a few answers themselves, and honestly finding it over the course of these past few seconds, catching up real quickly, and DELTAFORCE all of a sudden has their hands full at ledge. This is exactly where you don't want to be against Belmont, no matter what character you are. The bomb play, however, is going to get them the stock, stealing the advantage away from Aghi. DELTAFORCE playing a little bit of 5D chess, perhaps sacrificing a bishop or two, but still ultimately getting the king in the end.
Yep. So I don't think this is far from out of Aghi's reach. I feel like DELTAFORCE is just a couple steps ahead, at least as far as like damage and percent goes, but Aghi seems to constantly be just right there, finding the ways in and getting the damage when he's gotta, and that is what's gonna have to happen, where he's gonna have to find that little bit of edge forward right now, because DELTAFORCE has really been like literally an engineer with these bombs recently. Those bombs have been like the MVP for him today. But here we go, Aghi now taking the lead, for being a little bit behind the whole time in a ledge trap situation, which is made for Belmonts. And the one thing I'm noticing is DELTAFORCE having to be a lot more careful when he pulls bomb too, because every time he does, you're seeing Aghi throw an axe. Because, oh my goodness!
Oh man, straight up, I'm calling it a DP. It's basically what it is.
It is.
Yeah, the up B. You got uppercutted, son. That's none too pleasant. And for Aghi, well, that's a sweet victory in game number 1, and one that we were not really all that convinced they were going to be able to get at first, Chris.
Yeah, not at all. It actually did not really look great for Aghi from the start, but did all the adjustments and ended up getting some really good plays in the process, catching DELTAFORCE in a couple of situations where DELTAFORCE just couldn't really do that much. Like even in that, like there wasn't a whole lot to do. And then, as I was saying before, DELTAFORCE has to be a lot more careful pulling out the bombs, because Aghi's been catching them, catching all those movements, because Link has plenty of lag as well.
Yeah, it's going to be an interesting proposition, I have to say, especially for DELTAFORCE, who, again, they rely so much on getting up in your opposition's face. but also it's mostly predicated on the item play. Aghi seems to be playing a somewhat similar game plan to DELTAFORCE, just maybe a little bit more efficiently. DELTAFORCE, we know that they're a smart. We know that they're a smart player. In fact, can't really be a dummy and get into NJIT. I'll say that. But yeah, they're gonna have to really break out the engineering textbooks for this one because Aghi, thus far, they've been taking them to school.
Yeah, that is for sure. Aggie's sort of been taking everyone to school. You don't really. Oh my God!
Ooh.
Daring off the boomerang. I don't know if that was anticipated, like if you anticipated that or what, because I don't think that was lined up with the ledge that well.
I mean, he saw Shuton down. He saw Shuton dare a Pikmin. It's just like, you know what, I can do this.
Yeah, where were you when Shuton dared off a Pikmin to survive?
Yeah, that was absolutely bonkers. And Aghi proven to be a monster in of themselves. I mean, you know, we know that the Belmonts have taken out a zombie or two in their time in this Dark Link. Zombie-esque in appearance at the very link, but still far from dead in this bracket.
Oh yeah, so, and this is best of 5, so there is room to work here for DELTAFORCE. And that Nair is going to close things out, at least for that first stock. And things, all of a sudden, still very manageable for DELTAFORCE. This whole set has mostly been pretty even through and through.
Yeah, still trying to work it out. DELTAFORCE gonna get uppercutted yet again, but still, it's an even game number 2. It's just a matter of who can get those kills a little earlier. Aghi has not really been suffering all that much in that regard. Getting these confirmed, certainly having Holy Water and F Smash in your disposal does not hurt you. But yeah, DELTAFORCE is forced to play around the axe now, and that just sets you up for a world of pain, as that confirm into down smash just told us.
Yeah, and you know what? I really love Aggie's just, you know, like, you're seeing some, I guess, non-optimal things if you're Belmont. Oh my God.
Man, oh man.
He's got, like, the whole flow chart down in ways that I didn't even think there was a flow chart for this character. Yeah, because what I was going to say before that is you're seeing some non-optimal, like, things in terms of how people are falling out of moves and Holy Water especially, but Aghi really has been making it look like it's all part of the plan. Just having the follow-ups ready every single time.
Yeah, no, it's a rough go of it for DELTAFORCE thus far, and yeah, the triple digits at the last stock tells you just about everything you need to know. But then again, so did our commentary. Oh man, that's an area of opportunity. I won't say the door is open, but it's certainly cracked.
Yeah, for sure. Again, we definitely take those.
Ooh. Oh, man, rolls out of the way of the bomb. Good awareness by Aghi, who, again, you know, needing to preserve this stock. DELTAFORCE, though, looking for the comeback. They're not going to be able to DI, trying to go away and maybe up out of it, but that's Aghi with good awareness. They're going to be able to catch that and go up 2-0 on DELTAFORCE, who the last thing that they want, Chris, is yet another third place finish at DNA.
Yeah, I was just thinking that. Third place curse for DELTAFORCE, provided that he doesn't turn up right now and bring things back. But this has been the spot for DELTAFORCE, whether it be running into Rivers or running into Aghi or running into, like, Lights, whoever. Always stops him at third place. I mean, that's the thing, is, like, a very good player. It just ends up in these circumstances where end up in maybe an uncomfortable matchup or just a bad player matchup too. But all I can say is it really looks like Aghi is on a tear with no signs of slowing down at all.
Yeah, the last tournament that they wound up winning was Fusion back in June. Some very good placements since then, but it's kind of been highlighted by these third place finishes at DNA, which, I mean, it's a blessing and a curse, I suppose. Yeah, whether they're running into Lights in Winners Final and then immediately getting Soul Hex, which might be a challenging matchup, or even if it's just something like you just get Rivers and Beast, you know, consecutively, and that's it's weird. Losers Final has not been kind to DELTAFORCE thus far in these brackets.
Yeah, it hasn't. It's one of those things, though, where I think it gives DELTAFORCE a definitive something to work towards, and I don't think that's a bad thing at all, because considering how good of a player he is, it's best not to get discouraged about this, especially running up against, like, there's always, like, these hidden killers in these brackets, and today it just seems to be Aghi. And honestly, so is Doom. Like, Doom's chilling in winners finals, or I'm sorry, grand finals right now, winners side, and, like, I don't think I even knew Doom before this bracket existed, or Doom existed before this bracket happened, so
Yeah.
there's a lot of good players everywhere.
I mean, the road to success is never a straight line. I've seen Doom once or twice. I've seen them actually in the MetaView tournament, if I'm not mistaken. Just wanted to get clips. They've had some pretty decent showings on stream, but oh man, DELTAFORCE looking to show out and perhaps reverse the curse. Well on their way in triple digits, but still able to garner that first stock, and well, that could be all the encouragement that you need.
Man.
Oh man, the Ledge Guardian game of the Belmonts, though, it is so tough to navigate for no matter what skill level you're at, Chris.
It's true, because those projectiles, as predictable as they are, they do feel very unpredictable in terms of how they're going to be thrown at you, which really dictates all of your options coming back on stage or just anywhere. And like I said, I've said it a bunch of times, and I'm going to keep saying it because it keeps happening. Aghi's just so prepared for where people are going to be landing. He's literally making the right answer every single time.
Yeah, but now this is Ledge air dodge back to the platform. DELTAFORCE trying to make them pay, and well, it's Aghi getting knocked around just a little bit. They're in triple digits. I have to see how efficient DELTAFORCE's Ledge Guardian is, and oh yeah, even when you think you have the advantage, that cross seems to make you pay, and that is why you wanted that thing in the first Castlevania.
Yep, that is Oh.
Not so much in Super. Oh, beautiful play off of the bomb.
Yeah,
just knocked them down enough that they were out of recovery range. DELTAFORCE, well, told you they had a brain, and they're using it there to take that second stock.
Man, yeah, that's the way you got to play against Belmont, though. Is like that. The recovery is so exploitable. You wouldn't really know it watching Aghi, but there are just so many ways that you can give a Belmont, and it's so very simple at times. But if you have a Belmont that is this good at advantage, you know, it's not always that easy because you got to get him off stage first. But here we go, the oppressor back in action and in the exact situation he wants to be in. And that is on the ledge, although DELTAFORCE makes it out that time.
Yeah. I mean, there are no free rides against the Belmonts, however. If they're able to get you off the stage, it's a rough ride. And now Aghi trying to show that. But however, DELTAFORCE coming back to the stage relatively unscathed that time. I'll have to see if that's a pattern that they can continue. Able to land a few hits on Aghi. The comeback, oh man, DELTAFORCE trying to come back with a vengeance, and they have no choice but to do so here. They're on their loser's side stock. Aghi is one big hit away from Grands, but the bomb to the face! DELTAFORCE. Oh my gosh, Aghi was trying to say no. DELTAFORCE responds with a resounding yes.
Yeah, and there we go. DELTAFORCE making it happen. That was exactly what he needed, and a really, really good adjustment overall. Really well overdue, and honestly, it just feels good to not see him go out in a 3-0 because DELTAFORCE knows what's going on for sure. You don't just get third place at one of these, or you know, in the position to get third place at one of these. He's still not locked in yet, but without knowing what you're doing. So we'll see if he's able to surge back here. Again, this is best of 3, so now we are officially in Game 4 territory. So things could happen here, Stu.
You're absolutely right about that, but I have to say it was impressive the way that DELTAFORCE came back, because they were getting knocked around almost in the triple digits, mind you. The ledge guarding from Aghi, it didn't get worse or anything. It was DELTAFORCE reading the situation and getting back to the ledge relatively either unscathed or being able to trade with the boomerang cross or with those little slight hits with the vial of holy water. And as we go to Pokemon Stadium for game number 4, you better believe that Aghi is going to be using that large horizontal space to as much of an advantage as they possibly can, perhaps just out of range of jumping boomerang if you're DELTAFORCE. And
damn, that was
just
really
as
good
I'm saying that DELTAFORCE is kind of piling it on, not keen to just let the momentum slip away. they're right back on it.
Yeah, that was a really immaculate by DELTAFORCE. It could have resulted in a stock, but Aghi did a really good job getting himself back on stage because that was looking really bad for your average Belmont out there without a jump and having Link throw the feed at you. So makes it back though, but we'll see if able to get a lead off of it right now. DELTAFORCE still in a reasonably good position here. Link does have a lot of moves that can totally wipe out Belmont right now. Even just catching, I mean, good luck catching a smash attack against the Belmont at this range, but still, could happen.
Makes you wonder, I mean, if you're at a decent enough range, perhaps you can follow up with that Nair. It seems like it stays out for a pretty long time, all things considered. All those aerials, except maybe back air, relatively speaking. Yeah, they're pretty long lasting. However, you know, back air frame 6, it's not terrible. Oh my gosh, Aghi. You know, proving that they're not too bad with their feet planted on the ground. They've proven that time and time again throughout this bracket. And, well, now all of a sudden the burden of proof is on DELTAFORCE to try to take this thing.
Yeah, we'll see. Aghi was able to turn things around, and not surprising, hang out a little bit under the stage, get the bearings back, only just to get up aired, and that was really good play. It looks like DELTAFORCE has recognized that Aghi's been recovering kind of high, or coming back on stage kind of high, rather.
Been a pretty decent run of things here for Aghi, at least thus far in this loser side. Really only suffering one loss. Well, two losses. One was a disconnect. The other was, yeah, the other was at the hands of DELTAFORCE just last game. I mean, I don't think that's a sign of slowing down, but DELTAFORCE is trying to bring it to a full stop here. Doing a decent job of it, even though they are getting tagged every now and then for damage, but still at least stopping the bleeding for the most part. Oh, man.
Dude, the cross constantly colliding with, or basically combo. Oh, my Lord. Down air into up air. Yeah, that cross putting in work in conjunction with the axe. Yo, what?
Oh, the footstool into the...
Okay, I guess.
Oh,
sure.
Yo, it's only crazy if it doesn't work. You do realize that, right?
What the heck?
Yeah, no, we got to process that just a little bit, folks. But in the meantime, Aghi is not done. Back air is going to send DELTAFORCE off of the stage, looking to punch their ticket to Grand Finals yet again. DELTAFORCE, they didn't go quietly before. They're certainly not going to now. Aghi is going to sit on the ledge and slides right under the ledge guard attempt of DELTAFORCE, who was trying to read a jump or a short hop, perhaps an air dodge of some sort. But yeah, this is DELTAFORCE hanging on the ledge. This is a full stock advantage for Aghi, but down smash is going to take it and make it just a little bit more interesting here. A little bit of a higher hill to climb for DELTAFORCE, but still not impossible.
No, not at all. Especially, you know, we got to see even on the first stock of this game. You know, DELTAFORCE, all you really got to do is get Aghi off stage. You might not get the stock, but it can result in a good 60 damage. And here we go in that situation again. Aghi does come back. Link Nair, though, is going to be plenty to combat that. And, yeah, DELTAFORCE is going to want to be really careful of that Belmont DP because that
oh, man, these hits, though. DELTAFORCE is getting such efficiency. Catching the ledge, you missed with the up B, and DELTAFORCE brings down the sword to make them pay. DELTAFORCE has had to come back from the dead twice against the Vampire Slayer himself, and has done so in exceptional fashion, Chris.
Yeah, exceptional fashion indeed. This was looking like a wash for DELTAFORCE, honestly, right from the get. But he's turned things around, and this is the DELTAFORCE that I've been kind of talking about all day. Dude's good. Dude's good. I mean, Aghi's very good as well. So I don't know. Yeah, I don't know if we have reverse 3-0 on our hands, or if we're just being kept in suspense here.
You know, I was about to not say that just because
it's in chat. I gotta read it.
Do you though?
I don't have to, I guess. But
yeah,
it's too late.
When does anyone ever listen to Twitch chat? Come on. But either way, that's we're going into a game 5, which seemed so impossible at first, Chris. But DELTAFORCE making 2 comebacks happen. has been on death's doorstep twice now, and that comeback, or they were already at triple digits by the time that they took the second stock off of Aghi, but so efficient in their movement, reading what Aghi was going to do, reading what Aghi wanted to rely upon. Maybe it's Aghi getting a little antsy for the kill and running straight into the projectiles. Whatever the case may be, Chris, this is nothing short of impressive what we're seeing from DELTAFORCE.
Yeah, this is case in point what it is to be a smart player. You make the adjustments, because I think you said it right a little while ago. Aghi's not really doing anything different necessarily. Still very good Belmont gameplay. I think what we're seeing is DELTAFORCE just really adjust and make all the proper corrections to make this now a competitive set, whereas before it did not look like that. And we're heading right back, Stu. I don't think they changed anything.
No, I mean, perhaps stage selection pick, but either way, Doom is probably just finishing their warm-ups. Whoever they are going to face in grand finals, you better believe that their fists better be ready. Take on either a sword or a whip, among other things. But either this is Game 5. Winner goes on, loser gets out, and DELTAFORCE trying to make third time a charm here in loser's final. Aghi trying to avoid the humiliation of losing 3 straight games, having been up 2.
Yeah, I mean, it does. It feels pretty bad having that scenario happen. The thing is like, Aghi's had a heck of a performance today despite all of this. You definitely, I mean, I love to see a close, especially like loser's final, best of 5 set. So regardless of the result, man, lots of good gameplay out here today. We'll see if DELTAFORCE is able to hang in there for their verse 3-0, or if Aghi is just, you know, maybe just taking a couple games reprieve before he's getting ready to head to grand finals. We're only going to find out within the next 6 minutes, so we'll see what the first stock is here. But so far, DELTAFORCE with this very slight lead here, which we both know doesn't mean too much, really.
Ooh. Yeah, just when you think you're out of it, Aghi drags you back in, gets you with the F tilt, gets you right back to the ledge, and from there, yeah, you are well within strong hit of F smash range. It's going to be stock number 1. However, good follow-up. That quick swing of the sword is going to do it for that first stock of Aghi's. However, yeah, that forward air is just as good as ever.
Yeah, ill-advised rolling from Aghi, which resulted in that stock, but really well played by DELTAFORCE. Really only had to just throw the boomerang out to get themselves set up, but Aghi still with a very small lead, and we're starting to see some boomerangs kind of getting exchanged here between the cross and the actual boomerang. And this is kind of what I was expecting more of earlier in the set. Now we're seeing a little bit more of the projectiles coming out. These guys have been playing actually very aggressive considering the character archetypes they have. So now we're starting to see a little bit more of the other stuff. And now DELTAFORCE slightly out of range of Aghi's whip. Just narrowly avoiding just by frames, and there we go, hitting that again.
Ooh. I mean, how many times have we seen this before, though? This is last stock situation yet again for DELTAFORCE, back up against the wall. Things certainly happening in 3s for DELTAFORCE, even their name, if you really think about it. But, oh, that's going to be the bomb taking it, and this is a manageable situation. Game 5, DELTAFORCE versus Aghi, 1 stock each.
Yep, this is it, man. This is all you could really ask for in a competitive environment, right? Close, basically to the wire game, and that is exactly what we're getting here. And
I mean,
really not looking in either favor either. Just
the times that you can take advantage of Link's dash grab, I suppose you kind of have to. That's something that DELTAFORCE perhaps is going to be looking for. Not, you can't be fishing for it, though. We've seen what happens when you go fishing for that last stock. This is as closely contested as any we have seen thus far in this set. DELTAFORCE looking to make it to grand finals, trying to exact a measure of revenge on Doom, but they're not just fighting them. They're fighting their own tournament history. Will they go down in 3rd, or will they finally slay the demon? Ironically enough, by the Demon Slayer themselves, Simon Belmont, coming down to the final edges here at 80% or so, both of them. Oh, that down tilt. Second hit of down tilt from Belmont. Oh my goodness. Chris, It doesn't get much closer than
It
this.
doesn't. I'm fully clenched right now. I actually don't know what to expect. That was, oh my god.
Wait a second! Points to the sky! Delta Force is going to move on a reverse sweep for the Highlander. There can be only one, says Delta Force.
Damn, I'm kind of feeling it for Aghi. What a fantastic run he had and some amazing gameplay, but also happy for DELTAFORCE. Really pulling himself together, that said. That was really something, because that was looking very, very bad in the first 2 games. But makes all the adjustments, capitalizes on all the moments he gets to do so, and ends up now breaking that 3rd place curse that we were just talking about.
And now Delta Force, I mean, they did not want to go out like that. I was just about to say, if that was their last stand, what a stand it was. There's no shame in their performance at all, but really no shame in Aggies either. Just had a chance to make it happen, and each time was simply outplayed by a veteran force in the New Jersey Smash scene. Aggie, hats off to them. Good finish
Amazing,
for
amazing
them.
run. Like, pretty epic, honestly. Like,
Through losers.
I appreciate
All
Belmont
the way through
gameplay
losers.
very much so. So at the very least, you're at the right place if you want your Belmont gameplay appreciated. So I hope to see Aghi again, man. I haven't seen a good Belmont in these brackets. It's been a few months.
Yeah, we have to give the credit where it's due, though. You know, this is Aggie, who wound up going all the way, lost to Tuss, a Meta Knight, by in 3 games to qualify for top 16, and from there on in, it was just an absolute run of it. I mean, you wound up winning, what was it, 6 straight sets?
Yeah.
To 6 straight sets to qualify for losers. It's that's not an easy thing to do, folks, but as we're going into grand finals now,